Hey, what's up, guys? So I really hope you're having a blessed day because in today's video, we're going to be talking about the history behind Reform Judaism. Now, if you don't know what Judaism or especially Reform Judaism is, Reform Judaism is basically the type of Jew that literally accepts everything. Like, they will include people who support LGBTQ. Like, I'm not even going to be lying. Like, they're literally going to tolerate GAY people in their synagogue. That's the type of juice I'm talking about. Now, before we get to this rabbit hole, make sure you subscribe, turn notifications, click the bell so that way you'll stay notified of my videos, and let's just dive in.
Reform Judaism is the largest Jewish denomination in North America, characterized by its commitment to the integrating Jewish traditions with the realities of modern life. It prioritized the autonomy of the individual and the pursuit of the social justice, the Tikkun Olam, and the evolution of Jewish practice to remain relevant in the changing world. Now, let's dive into core philosophy and beliefs. The foundational principle of Reform Judaism is that revelation is a continuous process. Unlike more traditional movements that view the Torah as the literal word of God delivered at Mount Sinai, Reformed Jews generally view the Torah as a divine inspired document written by human hands. Now, here's an informed choice. The Reformed Jews believe that individuals have the right and the responsibility to decide which Jewish practice, are meaningful to them. This is often called choice through knowledge. Ethical monotheism. The movement places greater emphasis on the ethical laws of the Torah, how we treat others, than on the ritual laws, dietary restrictions, or specific dresses. Now, when it comes to the concept of God, there is a wide spectrum of belief regarding God, ranging from a personal deity to a more abstract force for good or creative power in the universe. Now, when it comes to evolution of practice and ritual, Reform Judaism was born in the 19th century Germany as an attempt to modernize the faith so that Jews could fully participate in secular European activity or society, rather that. Now, when it comes to the worshiping synagogue lives, that's when the vernacular language gets involved. So while Hebrew remains a central part of the liturgy, much of the service is conducted in the local language to ensure all congregants understand the prayers. Now, when it comes to the music, Reformed services often feature choral music, which is organs or guitars, blending in with traditional chants and commentary melodies. Now, egalitarianism, men and women sit together and have equal roles in all aspects of religious life. Women can serve as rabbis, cantors, or presidents of congregations. Halakha, which is Jewish law. In Reform Judaism, Halakha is viewed as a guide rather than a binding set of commands. Dietary laws, which we'll talk about, are also known as kashrut. Many Reformed Jews do not keep strictly kosher, though some choose to observe certain aspects as a way of connecting to their heritage or practicing mindful eating. Now, Shabbat, on the other hand, while the Sabbath is honored, the strict prohibitions against driving or using electricity are not generally observed. Now, the focus is just on the spirit of rest in community. Social justice, also referring to the Tikkun Olam, a defining characteristic of the Reform movement is its focus on the Tikkun Olam, repairing the world. This isn't just a side project, it's considered a religious mandate. And I'm about to explain why. So, the advocacy, or whatever, advocacy, I don't know how we pronounce it, but the movement is politically active, advocating, that word again, for civil rights, environmental protection, reproducible rights, and LGBTQ plus equality, like I said in the intro. Now, since the advocacy was kind of catchy, let's just move on to the the Religious Action Center, the RAC. Based in Washington, D.C., this organization represents the reform movement's interest on Capitol Hill, mobilizing congregants for social change. Inclusivity and modern identity. Now, when it comes to this, Reform Judaism is known for being the most inclusive of the major Jewish branches. So, first of all, we got patrilineal descent, recognizes a child as a Jewish if either the mother or father is Jewish, provided the child is raised with a Jewish identity. The LGBTQ inclusion. Now, this is what I talked about earlier. Fully affirms and welcomes LGBTQ plus individuals. Rabbis perform same-sex marriages and ordain transgender clergy. And that's all I got to say about that. Now, when it comes to the interfaith families, actively welcomes interfaith couples and encourages their participation. Got bad grammar here lately. And congregational life. My bad for that excuse. All right, now we got the conversation. Or is it conversion? Oh, I'm getting conversion used up with conversation. My bad. But back on topic, welcomes Jews by choice through a process of study, ritual immersion, mekavah, and commitment to the Jewish people. Dang, I can't pronounce. Now, before I close out this video, we need to look at key organizations. Now, it talks about the movement is organized through several global and regional bodies. So, the first up is you have the Union for Reform Judaism, the URJ. The Congregational Arm in North America, representing nearly 850 synagogues. Now, next you have the Central Conference of American Rabbis, the CCAR, the Professional Organization for Reform Rabbis. Now, lastly, we're going to talk about the World Union for Progressive Judaism, WUPJ, and it stands for International Umbrella Body for the Reform, Liberal, and Progressive Movements Worldwide. And lastly, we're going to be talking about the summary of this. So basically, the moral of this is being a Reformed Jew means balancing the weight of a 3,000-year-old tradition with the demands and discoveries of the 21st century. It is a faith questioning adoption and action seeking to make the world just a more and holy place through a Jewish lens, or rather modern. And you're basically making the world a better place, like rather than making a peaceful place, because they're over there thinking that, oh, we're going to make the world a more peaceful place because there's so violence in the world and our Messiah didn't came until, we made this world a peaceful place. Because in inclusion to that, because I ain't talked about the Messiah yet, their Messiah has not come. And this is the case for all the other Jews besides the Messianic, which I'm going to talk about that for another video. Now, my bad if this video was a little catchy, but despite that, if you like this video, make sure you give it a subscribe, turn on notifications, and hit the bell so that way you'll be notified. And I will see y'all guys in the next video. I'm out.